So I have a question. Do we have to fight ourselves to kill this man who hired us? This is getting more and more confusing. I'm not prepared for this.
I don't know. If we don't fight ourselves, do we have to split the loot with ourselves?
Ooh, I guess we have to fight ourselves then. What if we kill ourselves when we're ourselves?
Technically, I'd still get paid.
I ate some weird mushrooms once and killed myself. It wasn't great. But then when I came out of it, I found out I was just hacking at a tree.
Scratching my underarm fungus.
Todd shrooms grow.
Freshly harvested Todd shrooms.
A very
Just
moist
like Grandma
body
used to make.
environment.
They're pungent, very pungent.
A fresh shiitake.
It's something, alright.
It's the Never Lake Grove.
Truffle du Todd.
Because there's never light in there.
Gross! Fucking weirdos.
Mike then just pops off and like wanders around and like sits on his shoulder.
Stool!
Spend your hit dice, get your short dice spent, or short dice, short dice.
Ride the short dice. I have one hit die left.
That's good. It's more than 0.
It is.
Smoke as you go. The group arrives on the Kerbellang. This is a fairly small moon. It's basically a city moon that is orbiting what is effectively a sun. It is what Spelljammer canon refers to as a fire-bodied planet, which is basically just a planet that's literally a living portal to the elemental plane of fire. That's where suns come from. It's the elemental plane of fire.
Excellent.
And you are on a tiny moon orbiting this body that has its own tiny orbiting space station. And you arrive in one of the many docks on the surface of the moon of the Kerbellang. You know that you've gotten here less than an hour before yourselves have arrived here with your target that you've already acquired but not in this timeline.
Should we just try to talk to ourselves?
I don't know, man. From every movie I've seen, that's a pretty bad idea.
Well, what else do we have?
What is this movie you speak of? I know nothing called that movie.
Every jump trying to get back home.
You arrive at the Kerbellang. You know that yourselves have arrived here within the hour. The Kerbellang is a smuggler's moon where people go to not be found. However, you're also a level 12. You're serious fucking business. You got contacts, networks, skills, talents, magical spells. You've got the means to find yourselves.
Oh shit, I'm lucky.
Here on the Kerbellang.
Me too.
Excuse me, have you seen me?
Yes, right now.
Before? Have you seen me before?
So this is going to be a skill challenge.
Oh boy.
It is 3 rounds.
Holy shit, we're fucked.
Nah.
And for the first round, that's it. That's all you got. That's what you get to work with.
Okay.
God, I'm a Spelljammer.
Alright. I'm gonna go first.
Alright.
Seems like a no-brainer. Something I'm really good at. I'm gonna do investigation.
Alright.
I'm not trained in it. I'm not proficient in it. And I get a -1 to intelligence.
We're fucked.
Fucking fag,
2.
my dude.
Hey, you guys, have you seen me? So that's exactly what you do.
Yes.
You start going around asking people if they've seen you.
Just random people on the street. Every third person.
Which goes exactly as well as you might think.
Mm-hmm.
You start interacting with people who are like, yeah, man. Yeah, I totally saw you, like, yesterday. I think you, like, owe me money or something.
So I end up beating up a lot of deadbeats.
Yeah. Basically
I
that.
said beatniks. Right.
Deadbeat nicks.
Dead beatniks. I beat Nicks to death. Fuck Nicks.
Look at beat Nick as a deadbeat.
Alright, so that was Jackson Jukes.
That was something.
I'm gonna, we're not the type to, not leave a trail behind us, necessarily. So I'm gonna have a look around.
It's sticky and gross and a little glittery.
I'm just gonna have a quick look around, see if I can see any of Jarrett's glitter, if I can, smell my own pot, if I can hear Henri, like, oh, in the background somewhere. Because I've got a...
Call your doctor, like, hey, it hurts when I pee and I have this glittery discharge. Oh, you had sex with David Bowie.
That's a non-natural 20 of 12 plus 8.
Holy shit! You smell your own brand.
Nice.
Mm.
Like, I know that.
I am going to Dio it up.
Oh no, you're gonna kill innocent people.
Jesus, let me roll for the innocent people.
Well, I already did that on the ship.
Yeah, that's true.
Were
No.
they innocent? It was a slave ship.
There's no innocent people, man.
I mean, they were visiting the people who were in prison.
Those people, yeah.
Those
Yeah.
innocent
Oh.
bystanders.
The elevator we incinerated and threw out in space.
Hi, I'm
yeah.
here to see my dad.
Oh.
Keep it together.
I am going to find a sufficiently elevated space and
Flop your bulge right on top.
And you shattered it out.
I already did that. No, I'm just gonna do a little performance, drum up custom and see if anyone recognizes this beautiful, beautiful high cheekboned face painted face
Okay.
of face.
Anybody else have a red lightning bolt on their face? Because I would recognize that guy. But the dude who shoots lasers out of his hands.
I have a hot pink headband.
It's true.
I crit.
Wow.
You critically perform.
You've always done that before.
Yes.
Yeah.
Basically every single
There's
time
lights,
you stage.
there's glitter.
There's dancing
Yeah, I
lights.
can cast prestidigitation and dancing lights as cantrips, so the whole...
Your presentation is so good, Freddie Mercury gets on stage and you perform under pressure
Yes.
together.
And Prince, yeah.
And Prince.
And Carrie Fisher.
Mm.
Not like singing, just like there.
She just did like,
Flying through space.
I'm going to go to there must be a Eurovision techno club I can go to and see if I find myself.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
oh,
it's a
that
smuggler.
sounds so
Poorly-
right. That
Poorly,
sounds so
poorly
right.
like, I'll just watch them fill with women like I do normally.
Bjork is there.
No.
It's going to be, I don't know what the fuck I'm rolling. There's 16 plus whatever's pluses. I don't know what the hell's relevant.
Finding a bar?
Especially because I know where it is. Do I see him?
Finding
Do I
a
see
bar.
me? Have I found myself?
You actually don't see you. And
Okay.
in fact, now we enter round 2 of the skill challenge where things get weird. You hear an awful lot of stories about someone just like you who disembarked from a vessel, a spelljamming vessel, and immediately went underground to get away from the paparazzi.
Gaga.
Solid.
But you know vaguely where this person was, so you can get a neighborhood kind of an area
Mm-hmm.
to really scope it out. You smelled your own weed, and when you did, it actually led you down to this is a multi-tiered city. It's got 4 floors basically, and when you caught a whiff coming from the second floor. So you narrowed it down to just the second floor.
Mm-hmm.
In your investigation, you found nothing because you're a fucking idiot.
That's true. That's fair.
But you heard, oh man, you must be cosplaying that guy.
True. Oh yeah.
Because cosplay exists on his moon.
Of course it does. It's weird and gross.
So
And,
many
What a
furries.
nerd.
When you get there, you don't find Henri II. What you do find is that the bartender knows you, serves you your regular, which is an order you've never made before, and says, I haven't seen you in a while, so you know he hasn't been here. And that Eurovision Dance Club bullshit is exactly in the neighborhood that you should be in based on their findings.
And presumably none of us remember ever coming here.
Correct. I would have told you that if you did.
Yeah.
Future.
Fucking hate time travel.
And with that, we enter round 2 of the skill challenge.
I get on my hoverboard and say, fuck this.
I'll go first.
Okay?
Not having any luck talking to people, I do the one and only thing I'm good at, and get involved in some kind of underground street fighting competition.
Alright, seems fair.
Endurance seems like it would work for that.
Seems fair.
I don't know what I'm doing, so I'm going to punch something in the face.
I'm Marv from Sin City. When I don't know something, I go and ask somebody, and sometimes I ask pretty hard. I almost certainly win a street fighting competition with a 22.
Nice.
Yes. Kyle's theme goes with everything.
You immediately start roughing up some people, some of which aren't even in the competition.
Well, fuck them for being there.
We'll come back to you and your dumb bullshit. Who's next?
I'm going to streetwise and try to find out maybe where I live. Not where I live, but where I live.
Okay.
France.
Ooh, suck roll 7.
Alright, what you're finding is that you're getting a lot of resistance because apparently you have told people not to tell you where you're going.
It makes it very difficult to navigate this stupid city.
How do you convince people to go along with that?
I am a dick. Do not listen to me. Unless it's me, in which case you talk to me. But if it's me, don't talk to me because I am a dick.
Well, it's better than my plan of systematically beating people to death until I find myself.
That works so well, Who's next?
That's the whole plot of Fight
I will
Club.
go.
That was your problem.
I will find whichever groupie is sort of my go-to, my type.
You're your bottom bitch.
So
Wow.
I'm going to find one of my type of groupie,
Okay.
and particularly one that looks a little experienced.
Okay. A middle-aged David Bowie fan.
Yeah, I'm going to say, Mom, why don't we go back to my place?
Okay.
I'm not... Oh, darling, I have this headache from dealing with my cohorts. Bring me back home, and then we'll do something fun.
So you are trying to find a stalker who knows where you live.
Yes,
Okay.
and persuade them to bring me to where I live.
Alright.
Oh, they're into it. It's so good.
That's a 14.
Alright. So a couple things happen roughly at the same time period. One is you find a group you think might actually know where you live.
Mm-hmm.
It takes some time to realize that they know the neighborhood in which you live.
Mm-hmm.
And so you're narrowing the focus down. You know vaguely where you're going, and the two overlap in some places.
Mm-hmm.
But there are a couple places, and they're like a couple blocks away. You fight in a street fighting tournament.
Yes.
And you are told that it's impressive that you can win 2 weeks apart without any time to rest yourself. But they question, like, why your arm isn't in a sling.
Because I never lose.
That makes sense to them. It speaks to them. And you were introduced to Martine.
Martine. That
Martine.
sounds French.
Martine is apparently, you have been led to believe from this interaction, sort of your stage manager.
Ah, okay.
He does the billing for, like, your big choice fights, and you've never met Martine in your life. But you're about to meet Martine. And when you were introduced to Martine, Martine has a look of horror upon seeing your face and books it down the side street.
What a bastard.
The final round of the skill challenge is catching up to Martine and convincing him to help you. Now I'm leaving Guy alone.
Okay. Acrobatics. I am parkouring and attempting to find shortcuts to cut off Martine's escape route.
Alright. Give me that hot bean footage.
I acrobatically roll a 17.
Alright, that is a single success. You believe you're making headway on Martine. He is not as acrobatic or as elusive as you.
Not many are.
Not many are. But he's your manager, so he probably knows some tricks. You see Jackson Dukes sprinting off over the rooftops following his stage manager from the future.
We can cast spells to immediately succeed, yes?
If the spell is topical and I deem it worthy.
I cast Mage Hand to sort of grab him by the back of the neck and pull.
Mage Hand only is like 5 to 10 pounds. I'll give you advantage on the check.
Can I tickle him?
Yes, I'll still give you advantage on the check.
Okay.
Anybody could.
Mage tickle.
You know you could do that with Grayson.
Mage tickle on his magic.
Grayson did that for advantage all the time. It's built into the character type.
And I guess I will
Miss that
Yeah, you knew how to play rogues. You really played them well.
I will bring him back to Spelljammer someday.
Athletics or acrobatics, or both.
This... Actually, it's a mage hand. Sleight of hand.
Sleight of hand? Cool. 13.
You believe he is actually wiggled free from your mage hand. He might find tickling erotic.
Ooh.
Which means you don't stop.
Get up under there and just...
Just cradle him real gentle.
We have one success and one failure. The group needs to pick up the slack. Where are we at?
I as somebody who in high school and college frequently would sneak away to not get caught while I smoked weed, look within myself and try to think of where someone would try to run and hide in a city, and I try to cut him off
Okay.
with my insight. So that's an 18.
That's pretty banging. You believe that you have found a neighborhood where a safe house of that sort might be located.
Mm-hmm.
It is actually underneath like a Chinese food kitchen, and so the smell of the Chinese food is actually powerful enough to overcome the smell of your weed. Your trail's gone cold, but you're pretty sure you're in the right place. Henri,
So, is this... Where's the dude we're chasing?
he's
Did he
running into
disappear?
this neighborhood. Jackson Dukes is chasing him. David Bowie is chasing him.
Do I see him?
Todd's got a different direction, and yeah, you see like a glimpse of him ducking around through the alleyway.
So, I don't know if you'll let me do this, but,
The answer is usually yes.
yeah, I'm gonna shoot my hand crossbow, like, right in front of where he's running.
Okay.
So it'll go, right into like a wall or a post or something right in front of him and maybe freak him out.
Okay.
But I don't know if you'll let me, roll an intimidation.
I absolutely will.
Oh, Paul, you're very intimidated by that.
That's going to be a 20. Oh, wait a minute. 19. I'm sorry, wrong number. 24.
Oh.
Even better.
Getting to the Guile theme, I was actually going to use this Into Darkness chase music for this, which is also really good, so I'm just going to play it for a while. Alright. Martine panics. He freezes. Todd, you sort of like burst out of an alleyway in front of him and skedaddle in front. On the opposite side is Jackson Dukes and David Bowie.
You're cornered, mon ami!
And on the rooftop is Henri with a hand crossbow.
Laser monk and a glitter bard.
Martine panics, freaks out, and curls into a fetal position and covers his head. Please don't kill me!
Why would we kill you?
What?
I just wanted your help.
You're not doppelgangers?
No.
Oh, the plot thickens!
We're the real us. You were maybe dealing with a fake us. Future
That was
us.
years ago!
Or a past us.
Or is it?
Could be even a present us, couldn't it?
Well, one would suggest that in this timeline, the us that is dealing with Martine is a present us, and we are the future us, and not a past
We are
us.
all us. They are fakes. You said doppelgangers.
I'm not high enough for this shit.
No
like
one
tips
is high
around
enough
like-
for this shit.
Doppelgangers! Surely you remember the doppelgangers?
At any rate, we're not doppelgangers and we're not going to kill you.
What about these doppelgangers?
This is 4 years ago.
Maybe we should sit down somewhere.
8 from our present timeline.
Yes.
Oh, jeez.
Carry the 6.
I was told there'd be no math. Let's go find
Damn
somewhere
it.
quiet to talk.
I didn't come to D&D to do
with
math.
some brioche and some scones.
I
I'm
smell
into
Chinese
tucking
food.
into this Chinese food place. I could go for a wonton soup right now, my
Yeah,
man.
I could go for some lo mein. Do they have lo mein in France? La lo mein.
Le mein.
lo mein. Alright, so we order a poo-poo platter for 8.
Bring on the poo!
Poo! Poo for me, poo for you.
Poo for all of us. Hoo hoo!
Oh,
I love this stupid fucking game. Okay.
yeah, let's buy this guy some poo-poo platter.
You bring Martine to the Chinese restaurant.
Yes, we're still playing D&D.
I think it needs a name. It needs a name. We need to name the Chinese place.
Hung lows.
I like it. Alright.
That's the theme.
Hung Lo's Dynasty is the name of the Chinese place. And you sit down and get your poo-poo platter. Martine explains, he says, 4 years ago I was working with you. And there was a number of doppelgangers pretending to be you. And you killed you.
What?
And then you were just you. And there are no more other yous.
Are you sure it wasn't a doppelganger who killed the real me?
Yeah.
How?
Because you knew stuff that was you stuff and not them stuff.
Gosh.
Yeah, like what?
Like
Prove to me that you know who I am.
when he was a little kid, he was scared of grasshoppers.
Okay, we don't need to talk about that.
Yeah. All right. We need to decide right now that we have a code word so we can tell if somebody's a doppelganger or not. I'm going with Mugu Guy Pan.
Yeah, that's what you picked last time.
My concern is that we are not doppelgangers, but this is not the first time we've failed this mission.
Oh, damn, Bowie. You may be right, my dude.
Oh, damn, Bowie!
You girl.
Damn, Bowie, back at it again with glitter.
Are those new sneakers?
Back at it again with the glittery vans.
Alright, where's the other me?
Well, we were at the safe house, right? And there were these guys who broke in. Squid faces.
I know the type.
And they abducted a bunch of you.
How many me?
There's one of you, but a bunch of, like, you as a group, plural.
Oh,
More than one person, it's not just you.
gotcha.
No, like I think how many Squid Man is what he was asking, my dude.
No, he was
Oh.
right.
Never mind then. I'm just wrong. I'm just gonna go over here. Yeah, it's good, man.
They were wearing that uniform, you know, from, like, the Mind Flayer Navy.
So my players from a Navy? What? Cool. What? Cool.
I think the Admiral was here from, yo.
The Admiral?
Yeah,
Do you know what the Admiral's
Hippo?
name was?
Glazix.
And he was a mind flayer?
Yeah?
This is very confusing.
I need to go talk to the other me.
I think you might be shit out of luck, my friend. By the way, you need a gig?
Seems like I might be stuck here. Maybe I do.
I check in on the communication stone.
What you hear is, ah! Get away from me! Ah! Tell me what I need to know! Ah! Get away!
I hang up really fast.
Did it sound like me?
No.
Oh. sound like
We might be definitely stuck here.
Oh. Oh, God.
Oh, shit.
Wait a
Shit
minute.
damn, dog. I have teleport through time as a spell.
Go back to the start of the adventure. It's right here. It's a cantrip. Could have been casting this outside.
We've seen Dr.
Jean Moore.
Dr. Jambor, right? We've seen him and we know what he looks like.
Yes.
Do we think he's on this moon?
Has he been told?
I'm gonna cast Locate Creature.
Alright, what's the range?
Oh, nice call. Nice.
1,000 feet.
Okay.
So,
How
yeah.
long does it last to, or is it?
It lasts an hour.
Nice.
I need to describe a name or a creature that's familiar to you. You sense the direction of their location as long as they're within 1,000 feet. If you know they're moving, you know their movement. Yeah, okay, cool. Yeah, so I'm going to roll this, and that's a...
That is a D12 for starters.
Oh, yeah, no wonder
It
it's
makes
so
us
bad.
happen. What
It's
do you
such a
say?
bad roll.
Yeah.
Secondly,
Do you need to roll?
I don't believe it requires a roll.
No.
Oh, it
I
doesn't?
believe it just
No,
happens.
neat, cool. Just
However,
happens then.
I require a roll, which is a luck-based roll. So I will allow you this. I will allow you to check off one of your lucky
Cool.
feat boxes in order to
That's
make
right.
a D20 roll
I will
to
roll.
go from a chance of 0 to a chance of something.
Fuck me, that's a...
He's not within 1,000 feet.
Okay. Well, I tried.
It's a great idea. It's active for an hour.
Oh, so if he comes within that range, we know where
Or
he
if
is?
you go into that range.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, because it's centered on you for the next 60 minutes.
Okay, cool. Sounds good.
So it's still
Well, I tried.
valuable.
So 1,000 feet is about the length of a 10-story building.
Okay.
So my friends, so he's still got this guy. So my friends, we think these doppelgangers of ours have a friend of ours held captive. Do you know where they may have taken him?
So I think the doppelgangers are all dead, but I would start with the squid faces.
Where would they be housed?
They probably landed at the docks.
Do you know if they have homes here or lairs?
I wouldn't be
This
allowed to
moon.
live here.
Huh?
This is a civilized place. I don't think we'd let any old mind flayer squid face asshole live here.
Might they be here in secret? Nobody know.
She's a lot of makeup. They're pretty gross. They
True.
smell like fish.
Just tie their tentacles back around the
Yeah.
back of their neck.
They have like a man bun tentacle thing. Like,
They have like lipstick around here to try to like look human. And
Look like the Men in Black who show up to your house. They're like, I would like a glass of water, please.
please only tap water, not bottled water.
I have a spectral allergy to
well, when did we ever
sparkling
ride?
water.
Of course, we've been walking all over the city trying to find ourselves. Shall we just head back to the docks and see if we pick them up? Doesn't make sense. They must have been here before us. They must have been here an hour before we got here.
So this is a moon, it's spherical, so there's docks like everywhere.
Oh,
but there's
jeez.
a dock this guy says you usually went to.
Is there like is there a number or like a name for this dock?
This is like a region.
And it's an hour and 5 minutes walk from here. Like that, right? You little bastard.
It's like 20 minutes.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
we're still in it. Cool. For a bit.
Well, 20 minutes for you guys, 10 minutes for me.
Not cool.
Super fast.
Yeah, just run ahead. Just run ahead out of the range of the
Maybe,
spell.
maybe you
and tell
can
us
carry her
where
on
to
your,
ride.
maybe she can ride your shoulders.
Yeah.
She cast find, locate person.
Right, I was there
She
for that.
casts to become Yoda.
Oh man, no wait.
You're a large reduce.
I
but
could
then
use
hilarious.
my wild shape to make myself real small and sit on
yourself
your
Yoda?
shoulder.
Couldn't you use your wild shape to make yourself a bird?
You're too lazy to carry her on a little road and that you're friggin' twice monk speed bullshit speed.
Well, the bird's faster than I am, isn't it?
Think
probably
so?
the same.
Shit,
You're like
what
60
is
feet,
it?
aren't you?
Yeah.
Well, that way, as soon as you show up, you can fight them, and we'll just
Pseudo
show up when we feel like
dragon.
it.
That is what Jackson would have wanted.
True. Alright. Change it to a bird anyway, but still right on my back.
Yeah.
Oh, there's so many different birds, guys.
You turned into a pigeon. And
Is pigeon one? No, pigeon
Nah,
is not.
no. CR0.
Penguin.
Brown shitbird.
She turned into a penguin.
Turned into the penguin. And then order all of your
With a
minions to
15
kill
movement.
Batman.
Yeah.
I'll find you.
Yeah, I use, let's see, wild shape to turn into a raven.
Okay.
But we have to keep track of you.
Well, Jackson has to keep track of her. You need to keep track of Jackson, which is usually not hard. He is neon and shoots.
I'm a
lasers.
neon laser monk.
Follow the monk-shaped holes in the wall.
Follow the laser
It's
blast.
like, choo, choo,
Yeah,
choo,
basically
choo.
that.
I'm just gonna fist pump down the street, and you just follow the laser blast going 30 feet into the sky.
Maybe we just stop and have a drink, no? And let them do their thing.
Yeah, so if I turn into a raven, and then fly around towards our dock,
Yeah.
maybe
You
I'll
poop on it and mark
Mark the spot.
with my magical bird shit.
Until you change back to your normal form and suddenly it's a human turn.
Oh, God.
Parking lot.
Someone
new
Like,
car!
That master of wild shape is you get high enough up to be as a bird, change into a human, take a shit midair, and turn into a bird before you fall and die.
It's still the same consistency, though.
That was an old challenge back at Druid School.
Hey man, let's try to do
And
it!
then like a target on the quadrangle
Yeah,
or
so
whatever.
if I turn into a raven and fly there, could I get there earlier and sense if he's there?
You actually fly at the same speed as Jackson runs.
Well, just
Over
moves.
him.
I don't even have to
We're
dance.
doing bird laser choreography together.
But if you're running like this down the street, I need this song.
Okay.
You're wearing like the pink hoodie.
Oh my
Pink
god.
zebra pattern.
Do I have to? What's my wild shape conditions?
Alright. You're flying high now because one of you is a bird. And
And also stoned.
House of Stone is boss. Alright.
Stone is Bosch.
Stone is boss. No, it's not
Whoa.
Stone. Except for that kobold who died of overdosing. You are running down the streets of the Kerbellang. One of you high as balls, and the other one on the ground. And you are
Literally.
rushing towards the
Low
docks.
as balls.
And when you get near the docks, ping, 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 you know that he must be near.
Your bird radar is going off.
I let out sort of like a like to
Caca,
let everybody know that I found him.
And as you're getting close to the docks, you can see in the distance, as your sonar ends, a ship
Oh.
Oh.
going up to what
Did
must
he
be
fucking Boba Fett us?
a Mind Flayer dreadnought hovering over the moon of the Kerbellang.
We've been looking at it the entire game. Well, I
It's
guess
been
we're
right
going to
in front of us all along.
The real treasure was the friends we made.
And as Jackson arrives into the hangar, you see
No,
there are a
that's
number.
not true.
There are a number of Mind Flayers and their lieutenants and their little minions that are trying to prep a shuttle for departing and apparently are having some ship trouble.
I think we might be commandeering that vessel. That nuclear vessel.
What do I have here?
Motherfucker, Paul, calm down.
God damn it, this story's tropes!
Just a Star Trek
I
reference.
super
bro.
wish I picked Charm Person.
Oh, I can charm him.
10 times.
I can do a little bit of pipe weed and be like, "Would this help?" Ye old Toby.
So what I'm going to do then is when Paul gets back to the table, I'm not going to make rolls for this. I'm going to allow you to narrate a 60-second or so period of time when the four of you incapacitate the guards of this shuttle and commandeer it.
Okay.
So I cast dancing lights as little spheres of light that just spin around their head really fast and basically blind them.
Nice. Alright, they're basically blind.
I'll go next. So as they're blind and sort of staggering around, like I'm zipping like in between them, like trying not to like touch the ones that aren't going to know that I'm there, just like bobbing and weaving through the crowd. And I grab the anchor rope and just flip onto the boat, and then the boat's sort of like gently floating away.
Nice. Alright, he's next.
I'll go. I start diving at the, like, as Raven forms start diving at the little ship and turn back into a human as I do that, readying my quarterstaff to just bonk a guy in the face, and then I do some cool martial arts with Shillelagh
Nice.
and just hit a bunch of people with my stick real quick, and then stop, pull a J out of my pocket, and just let it go. You guys done yet?
And Henri.
I do the, some guy's trying to run out to, like, maybe call for help. And I take my rapier and very dashingly cut his suspenders, his pants drop, and he rolls down the ramp. I'm
Very
just-
nice.
Nice.
And now it's canon that Mind Flayers wear suspenders.
Yeah.
They
No,
hate
it
belts.
doesn't.
Hate belts.
They're
I
just
didn't
more
realize they were-
tentacles that like hold their
I didn't
pants
realize
up.
there were mind flavors, but it's funnier that
They
way.
have failed the pants off dance off.
There are also pant flayers.
Are they lich flares?
That's a different guy. He's a hero. He brings pollution down to 0.
It's Captain Planet.
Shut up.
Captain Planet!
Maybe lich flare is undead Captain Planet. You got it.
You board their shuttle as they are dumbfounded, watching you depart from the docks. Up ahead, you see a different shuttle docking into what must be this Mind Flayer dreadnought, 1,000 feet long. Your ship is perhaps 80 from stem to stern.
I don't know, fly casual.
Everybody dress like a Mind Flayer. Put on your best suspenders.
I just stand there like this.
Yeah.
I get some spaghetti and put it on my face.
No.
Not
I
like that.
can't.
No, not with that spell.
I was
Sorry.
like, "Ah, no.
You find yourselves on the shuttle about to board the doppelganger. Doppelganger. Not
Mind
doppelganger. Mind Flayer. Dreadnought.
Doppelganger.
Thank you. And you arrive inside of the hangar of this gigantic vessel. Who's the pilot during this, by the way?
David Bowie.
I have an 8 intelligence, you don't want me finding this.
David Bowie, give me an astronomy check.
If I was flying a weird spaceship through the stars, I'd want David Bowie to be my pilot.
Are you sure about that?
I was until you asked. Can I assist?
Not now.
Oh.
Not anymore.
Can I desist?
So, first off, what you find is, as the other shuttle enters into the shuttle bay, the doors on that shuttle bay close, and you're forced to dock into a different bay. You know vaguely where on the ship it is. Your shuttle, you manage to park haphazardly into their docking bay, but unsure of the size of the wings and the ship's tentacles, you crash it into the floor of the docking bay, breaking the ship. Wings come shattering off. Engines go spinning off through the hangar bay and exploding into the walls. Behind you, the shuttle bay doors close. Just as the ship is rotating away from the moon, and you can see the sun, this system spins around through the hangar bay doors as they slowly shut. The last rays of light.
Last grains of rice.
The last rays of light closed off as the doors dramatically.
That is pod racing, no?
Let's try spinning. That's a good trick. And you arrive inside of the Mind Flayer Dreadnought. You know vaguely where you're going. Todd has a magic spell that tells you where Dr. Jean Bohr is kept.
Which one? This time zone, Dr. Zeus or whatever?
There's
or
only one in this time. We're the only people who are jacking up the timeline.
Well, somebody apparently captured the other one when she was on the phone.
Forward in time.
Let's
Our
just kick
forward
everyone
time
out in
loading is
space
not
and
the
be
best.
safe.
So we want to be sure.
Nuke it from orbit. Ben has index cards. And we all know when Ben pulls out the index cards, we're fucked.
We're in for a bad time.
Everyone roll
I think I
initiative.
have a thing for that.
I can roll initiative.
I have a thing for people being the
I
player.
can roll bad initiative 7.
You're already at the bottom initiative. It works out.
Oh god, I rolled like shit too.
Oh, I rolled really bad.
I rolled a 7.
Oh, well, then it's a 6.
Wow, mine looking pretty good actually. I go first with my
Jackson
mighty 7.
Dukes!
I rolled a 2.
Jackson Dukes, roll a d6.
1.
Start the encounter on the very first tile,
Yeah, I need a mini, please.
which is a high-risk ass-kicking as you
Which
bust
was you.
into the hangar of this
This one's
Mind
you.
Flayer Dreadnought.
That's me.
Yeah, this one's me.
I think you understand how this has to work.
Yep. I'm gonna go with the Constitution saving throw.
Wow.
This is gorgeous.
So I watched Bloodsport last night. Classic JCVD movie. But there is that one badass scene where they're trading roundhouse kicks to the ribs back and forth, and that's what I'm doing with this mechanical sentry.
Nice.
So I'm just taking it like the bitch I am. Constitution saving throw. It's not exactly my strong suit. 11.
Alright, that is strike numero uno.
I've let you down.
As a
folks.
high risk, that makes the risk total 3.
Ugh.
So when it's over 4, is when things, well, when it's 4 or higher, is when things get bad.
And we're already at 3?
For everyone,
You can reduce it though as
Thanks,
time goes on, right?
man.
There's ways to
You reduce it by
Thanks,
suffering the
my
consequences.
dude.
Oh, I see.
I got you all covered.
Alright,
Gotta
Jackson
jack the
Dukes,
stakes up.
you are done. Henri, can you salvage this operation of fuckitude?
Don't do it.
Don't let your dice fuck us up.
Don't fuck your
Plug
dice.
it up,
So?
plug it up, plug it up.
Yeah.
Ah.
You have low risk subtlety. It's still a thing you can do.
Yeah.
Nice.
Then again, those are right in my wheelhouse too. But
Yeah, well, you know.
actually, yeah, athletics and intimidation. Don't
Not
have
your
either of
ass.
those.
No.
So yeah, it's all total narrative, whatever the hell I can think of.
Go bananas and describe the ship as much as you want to.
So there's a mind flayer ahead, and he's just sort of
It looks like this.
not necessarily paying attention, but he is in the way. So we do have to move him, and so I just like take my hand crossbow and go thunk and make a noise on the other side of my hand crossbow,
And you just
and
react to it.
he reacts to it.
Alright, give me that roll.
So is that what are my options here?
You've got deception, investigation, sleight of hand, and
Deception makes the most sense, and
That's
it's
fair.
also a skill I suck at.
Oh, but no, you're Henri. You're good at stuff.
Yeah, it's not horrible. It's not like a negative. 14.
Nice.
It is actually a fail.
Oh.
fuck.
I revoke that nice.
Give me a dexterity saving throw, please.
Nice and.
Wow. Oh, okay, 9. 13. It's also a fail.
You take 5 psychic damage.
Wow.
Which is nothing.
I rolled butthole on the dice.
Yeah, you did.
He flays young mind. But only a little bit.
But you now have disadvantage on the saving throws for the rest of this
Oh
encounter.
my.
Todd. Tiny Todd Todd.
Todd. Todd rolled a 6.
You go one space ahead of Henri. Where the hell are you?
That one.
We're the two high elves posing in the background.
You need medium risk knowledge.
Medium risk knowledge. Okay.
Arcana, history, nature, or religion.
Religion. I almost took proficiency in religion just to be like Todd being like, Jesus Christ. Okay. So I see up ahead a panel of some sort. It has many a flashing button on it, and I do recognize it from my my time in space camp. You know, that time.
This one time in space camp?
That one time at space camp.
I took a mind flare. Wait, no.
And
That's
Todd thinks hard, real back about all the books that he read about, machinery and stuff, and the books he took out of the library that he maybe wasn't supposed to about, how to disarm things and pick locks. And he tries to disarm this panel that looks like a security device of some sort.
Okay.
And he makes a history throw on it. And that's
Whoa!
What is happening?
Todd is a savant. That's about it.
Alright.
That's why you're
Todd walks
supposed to
up
tell the
to him
weed
and
to
he's
keep
like,
the intelligence
"Oh,
down to
yeah."
a dull roar.
The rest of us apparently are just idiots.
I mean, out of the babes, right?
That's from my noble background, my dudes. Can't help it that I'm rich.
Oh shit, that's true. Ramos.
Treat.
Oh, that's not very good. That's right in between everybody else.
Nice, delightful.
Medium risk knowledge.
that's-
Goblin King's strong suit.
You know some
history,
things
nature,
about some things.
That's a fantastic mini for that character.
Isn't it great?
It's so good.
Out of curiosity, did you do these cards specifically for Spelljammer, or are these your general use cards? Because I have a feeling that this high-risk asking instead of con save throw would have been endurance had you made it for...
Yes.
In which case I would have done marginally better.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, if you have a Spelljammer skill, it's not part of the regular skills. You want to pitch it? Let me know. Because Brian's point is a valid one. I forgot this is my standard deck, not the one for Spelljammer skills.
Yeah, animal handling, medicine, and nature are all gone, which I was like, oh, the druid things I can pick.
I will
It's a
think
bad
back
guy,
to
no,
my my time being David Bowie, and
Best memoirs ever.
Back when I was Bowie.
I'm just trying to get a feel for the ship. I mean, there's all kinds of corridors and stuff branching off, and I'm trying to recall kind of what Mind Flayer architecture looks like and where we might be able to get towards our little buddy here.
Okay. Give me the best shot. Fire away.
That's a 19.
It is a
Oh.
success. You were thinking about Mind Flayer architecture.
Mhm.
Mind Flayers love slow, curving, and sloped corridors. They generally go around the perimeter of a room before they actually enter. With a number of windows from the hallway into the room which you are entering. Very different from Terrestrian style. And you are actually to see through these windows into the rooms you're about to enter and save yourself some time by not going down hallways into rooms that are useless. Including their bathing quarters. You see a number of naked Mind Flayers.
So many tentacles.
I'm kind of turned on, but
Tentacles and testicles.
And what
You
amounts
saved
to
that for a
basically
rainy day.
10 testicles.
like a hot tub, basically, for Mind Flayers.
Tentacles.
Oh!
Don't want it. At the end of the initiative, number 3 does mysterious things. Jackson Dukes.
6!
You go ahead, the leader.
She's right here, right?
New card.
Oh, come on. I can't pick it up.
Get better at fingers.
Iris smoothness. Oh, yeah.
Smooth.
Oh,
You
yeah.
gotta play like Rob
That's
Thomas
adorable.
music.
No, I don't.
no, you gotta play Careless Whisper.
Not even that.
Apparently you don't have to play Chaos Whisper. It'll be played for you whether you like it or not.
It won't be played. It'll
That's
just
how
be
Careless
screamed
Whisper
in the background by Todd. And
That's what always pops into my head
This
when
is
people
more
do
of
that,
a-
dissonant whispers.
This is more of your smoothness music. It's the Goblin theme again.
Oh, good. Okay. So of these skills, the only thing I'm trained in is Insight. And I don't know how it would work.
You must become one with your inner tentacle.
He's only got one. I think.
And it is inside of you.
I can't believe I've known you since you were a baby. God almighty. You're that.
This is at
man.
least partially your fault.
Yeah.
All right, you know how I'm
I'll take
using
the blame.
insight. I am actually trying to determine by talking to David Bowie, who knows the layout of the ship, what the right way to go is. But because David Bowie talks in circles and riddles, I'm trying to determine what the hell he's trying to tell me.
If ye be free, let me see.
And I'm fairly insightful when talking to David Bowie. That's a 19.
It's not the first time we worked with David Bowie.
Yes, we make a good team.
I like how none of us know your real character's name.
It's not like Clint. You can remember that one.
Yeah, but
It
why
says
would we want
Bravos,
to?
but all I can think of is Bravos from Game of
That's
Thrones.
what I got too.
Like
Is like he fights with wooden swords.
All right.
What do we say to the god?
You actually do have a pretty good
Dance,
idea of where
magic
you were going.
dance.
Excellent.
And you make some progress through the depths of the ship. And you are finding that, like, this is a Mind Flayer dreadnought. It probably has hundreds of Mind Flayers on it. Surprisingly enough, there just aren't that many near the docks. You are seeing slaves here and there. They don't seem to regard you with much attention. Henri.
Foe. So that puts me to the next four.
Yes, it does.
Is that me? No.
Blowing up.
Wait a
Yeah,
minute.
that's you.
That's me.
Yeah, that's you.
Waterbender, remember?
And it is
Thank
a
you for
dude.
Low risk, smoothness.
Are
Oh,
you smooth?
how smooth.
Actually,
can you
Henri
be?
probably is smooth.
Yeah.
Everywhere.
Smoother than a baby's ass.
Smoother than a swimmer's ball pack.
Do these guys have
Thanks.
servants?
They
Or is
shave.
it just mind
They
flares?
do.
All their hair.
Their
Servants.
servants are primarily
Just hair.
Grimlocks, which are
How much
humanoids
hair?
that are completely black. And they're very stupid. That's why I picked this music for this part.
I'm gonna go behind one. There's one there, sort of patrolling around or whatever. And I'm gonna do the whole tap on his shoulder and then go on the other shoulder.
And it's literally how dumb they are. They're wearing like big caveman diapers and like holding clubs with sticks inside of them. Like that's they got like pointy bits of glass and stuff sticking out.
Just try to distract him and then yoink, go around. And
Got the music.
it'll be
I love Spelljammer.
It's the best.
how are the skills on that fucking thing?
Oh god, this is my
Deception
introduction.
is
to
persuasion.
this is so
Yeah,
fantastic.
we'll call it persuasion. 18.
Oh yeah, that's banging as fuck. This, as you would know as a D&D player, is a Grimlock. It's like, duh? And he starts trying to sniff the air. Just wandering around the other direction. Todd! Todd!
Todd.
Hot toddy.
That's a 1. Todd
So-
moves forward Uno.
Oh.
So I
Todd goes to the next
one,
To the
which is
smooth.
also Uno. You go to smooth.
You can be smooth with me.
Christ. Smooth.
We can double team
Let
smoothness.
me see. What is that? Deception. Insight. Listen, charisma is not Todd's strong suit.
I can tell.
Well, wisdom
but,
is insight.
But well, I've got a +4 to insight, and I actually have a +3 to persuasion because of how rich I am. So you know what? I'm just gonna walk up to the guard that I see, reach into my pocket, fish out like 10 GP, hand it to him, and go, "You didn't see anything."
It's a grimlock suit.
He can't see anything or even understand English.
And I walk
He
down
needs
the
your
hallway.
money.
And I sort of just back down the hallway. And that's my persuasion. Yeah.
You're impressing yourself with your own cleverness.
Yes, I am.
Meanwhile, the grimlock is
And
like,
that's a 13 plus 3, which is 16.
He starts eating gold pieces.
Bless his heart.
He's looking for the chocolate inside. He didn't find it.
What is that from?
Hmm?
You didn't see anything.
Oh, Madagascar with the penguins. And they go, "You didn't see anything."
Brevos, it's time for your second turn at bat.
Oh! You're smooth with me.
Oh, I get to be low.
No,
Oh
Brebos
no,
is
you're
going to
way
sad.
behind. I didn't know you were that far behind.
Yeah, you go to sad
1,
place.
2, 3, 4.
No,
Yeah, you only go to
Well,
number
you go to
four.
number 4. Then you move one
You were
space
number
up.
4.
The stinky spot. It smells like butthole.
Low risk subtlety. You know
Yeah,
what?
I just pooped there, so.
If David Bowie is anything,
Not
it's subtle.
But he's very risky.
Imagine this asshole trying to get a cup of coffee at a Starbucks. The person behind's like, oh, there's glitter in my
At
latte.
Starbucks, you totally blend right in. Venti mocha latte. Soy.
I've got
Calf.
double
I don't want a
no
venti,
soy
I want a
latte
large.
with pink sugar.
Can I have a twist of lemon? I'm not going to twist of lemon.
So-
Can't order a large.
There's the
It's only in the
LA
United
story.
States, and Starbucks is not good.
Actually, it's a pretty funny movie. It's Steve Martin. It was from the late 80s.
Which one?
So there's a
LA
guard.
story.
Guard
Yep. When
walking around here. I'm just gonna try to sneak by him
Alright.
with my stealthiness.
Okay. Do your hot stuff.
Oh boy.
I think you snag your bulge on this.
you literally can't help yourself, and as you're sneaking by, you're sneaking by playing your guitar, singing this song.
Yeah.
About how stealthy you are.
No, it's gotta be something loud and obnoxious like Let's Dance.
Or Suffragette City.
Well, what was that? What was the one he did with Mick Jagger? That.
Oh,
We're
dancing in the street!
That's
Yeah. You're dancing
No,
on
but
the
I'm
was
street.
doing-
terrible.
I'm
Oh, that
doing
was
the
terrible.
one
The
that
video
hasn't
was
been
terrible.
dubbed
The video was
over.
The
terrible. I was
dubbed
like,
one where
Just-
it's no sound, but it's just the music video without the music. It's
San Diego. Boom.
Yeah, you are dancing on the street.
America!
Oh my god.
And you dance on the street
Okay.
the same way Han Solo danced into the hangar full of stormtroopers. You go into an open room, and there is like 40 mind flares.
All with automatic laser rifles.
What happened? What risk was that?
Low. Low.
No. No, no, no.
No,
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 no, no, no.
No.
Number 3 I'm pulling off the initiative order. Jackson of the Dukesness clan.
My name is no. That's not.
Dose.
You suck.
I
No,
do.
that is-
That's the
no.
worst.
Where's your butthole going?
Medium risk athleticism.
You can do that.
Oh, I could do acrobatics like a motherfucker.
Flips and tricks.
Yeah.
And kicks.
Sick.
Kick some dicks and flip some nips.
Kick some dicks.
Kick some ticks.
While doing a backflip, just keep going.
Flick some nips. So I'm in like a large like hangar bay or some like large cavernous open room, and there's like rafters on top, and there's all sorts of like illithid peoples and their slaves like milling about underneath, and I'm like going from like beam to beam on the ceiling across the top to avoid them.
Oh, I'm nimbly bimbly.
Oh yeah, all the nimbly bimbly tree.
Except that it makes the Mario jumping sound.
I crit.
Oh my god.
Ah, 29.
You figured out how to make a skill
Oh,
check.
Jesus!
Fantastic.
The flippiest and the
Feels like a
trickiest.
crit should take away a risk number.
I
Just saying.
felt that too.
Fair. Done.
Deep in the cockles in my heart, maybe in the subcockles, maybe even in the colon. We don't know.
1. So I am.
The next one, which is high risk smoothness.
I have nails, so.
Nope, low risk ass kicking.
Oh wait, was he already on the next row?
Yeah,
That
he
was
was
here.
Yeah, he was
here.
there.
Oh, yeah,
So he
okay,
went
yeah.
on.
Yeah, you're low risk ass kicking.
Nice.
Can you kick an ass?
You're building.
Athletics,
Beating
intimidation,
children.
and con save. Somebody step on a duck?
Yeah.
That's what my dad used to say.
Oh, that's adorable. I'm doing dad jokes.
Um,
We'll do some intimidation.
Because nothing's more intimidating than the French. Oh!
I'm
I
scared.
thought you were going to say nothing's more intimidating than a fart.
Nah, I'm used to them.
I've been farting for years.
I'm
I hope so. Good God.
going to sneak up behind one of these mind flayers
Okay.
It pants him.
and pants him. Cut his
Jesus
suspenders.
Cut his suspenders off.
No, I'm going to sneak up behind him and I'm going to put my dagger under his mouth tentacles. Like
Oh.
this.
Bouncicles.
You will let me pass.
Shit out of him.
Like Davy Jones from.
You will let me pass and then go in the other direction.
Oh!
If your upstairs neighbor hasn't complained yet, they're not gonna.
Yeah.
And just because math, that is actually a 30. So
No!
I have intimidation. Thank you. I will take your forks and I will keep them.
I don't have a chalkboard for this one, but 3.
For a rainy day when I need them.
Yeah. Because I'm usually out of fucks. I will take yours and I'll save them for later.
Chuckle
I'll put them in
fucker.
this dusty jar.
Wow, the crit and a
Just throw them in
30. Paul, you gain an inspiration you can only use in somebody else's roll.
Oh, I still have this.
You scare the shit out of this dude
Oh, it
so
only
bad,
lasts for
he will help
Take
you
that.
on a
Certain
future
amount
skill
of
check.
Take
Nice.
that back. That beautiful, beautiful die.
But somebody else. One of the other players.
Yes.
Like me, for instance.
And speaking of you, as you're making your progress through and you find the patrols are thinned out because Henri is shutting them down like a fucking
Like a boss.
hot cake of sexy
Like
terror.
a boss.
Yeah. A portcullis just before you, but not a metal. One
laser
made
one.
entirely
Shit
of
on David's
lasers.
desk.
Laser
A
portcullis.
laser portcullis. It smells like burnt metal. Following this burnt metal smell is Toddy Tot Tot.
And his own brand of
Yeah, it's
smell.
my own burnt smell.
And Todd rolls a 5.
Are you?
So
So I go to the
Oh goddamn!
that
Todd.
one.
You're back on right.
Actually, that's pretty good. Yeah, we're over here. This
Oh,
looks
5. Thank you.
good. You are on medium risk subtlety. How subtle is Todd?
Not. Let's see.
Subtle
What is that?
is-
Deception.
Stoners are known for their subtlety.
Roll.
yeah.
Investigation. Nope. Sleight of hand. Maybe. And stealth. Nope.
So I
Um,
guess it's sleight of hand.
Yeah. Oh, you know what? My sleight of hand and my stealth are the same. Never mind.
Gotta love you.
So I. Have you guys seen Emperor's New Groove?
Yes, obviously.
So Todd sees someone coming down the hallway, and a la Kronk in that one scene where he's trying not to get caught, like, is singing his own, like, do 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 do, and hides up against the wall, just, while people walk by, and
Just looking at him.
they'll look at him like, okay, and then keep walking.
This is Kronk, I guess.
So that is my
Hashtag just Kronk things.
Why do we even have that?
Plus
lever?
3. That's a 15 plus 3. That's an 18.
It works. Or
I hate that works, but it works.
It is so stupid.
They
Their
just-
minds reset.
What happens is one of them like goes to the shoulder button and you hear the and anybody who could speak Mind Flayer understands that like there's a misprogrammed slave in Sector 7.
Too bad I only speak Sylvan.
Yeah, doesn't help.
Because my dad made me take it instead
Yeah,
of French.
I would
was
say
elective.
Sylvan at Hampshire is basically it's the language they teach at Hampshire.
It's the Latin equivalent of elves, is Sylvan.
Yeah. Bravo, somehow this works.
I can't believe I got
Tree. Alright. Alright.
That's pretty good. What you got? Open the Christmas present.
It's low risk practicality
This is
because
not a David Bowie thing.
David Bowie is subtle
Yeah.
and also practical.
Yeah, practical is not in David Bowie's repertoire.
I love D&D.
Oh, I think there's some stuff to be done with animal handling.
There's
Which is
not
not
because
skill.
it's not on the list.
It's survival on this version.
Survival?
Survival. I am survival.
Oh,
Cool, my survival
circumference.
sucks.
I am circumvent.
I guess I'm
don't call me the
circumcised.
vet, that's rude.
I knew
That was so bad.
You don't come in a vent.
I am going
Nice and
to realize that people kind of like either flock to or stay away from areas that like smell a certain way or whatever. So knowing how Mind Flayer corridors and such work, I am going to use prestidigitation to cause a smell in one area to sort of manipulate people either to or away from that area.
So like how Disney pumps chocolate chip cookies smell into the parks.
Exactly.
Okay.
That is my
Right.
street whiz
You're right.
skill.
Oh yeah. I'm very wise.
Yeah, I wonder how long that would take.
And it's an 18.
That was the
What the fuck,
overreaction.
bro?
I finally
Don't let it
win.
fall. Sun's
Yeah.
down. Yeah, so cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, leave it on the floor.
That's mean.
Alright, so that's an 18.
Wow, that's huge.
Nice,
Ah.
nice.